Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is that time you have been waiting for since last Tuesday. Welcome into episode number 3 of the No Show Show. I'm Greg Milby. Alongside me there, which I don't know why I always put him beside me. That is Eric Clemens.
Glutton for punishment. You love me, baby.
I can tell, yeah. Beside him, I guess I didn't get the memo on the shirt attire, is Joe Bennett.
Yeah.
And driving, which, by the way, we're going to go ahead and say he is not holding his own mobile phone device, is Kenny Rambo. So, Kenny, what exactly are you doing?
I'm out and about tonight, man. We've got a little bit going on with our friends at Hardin County Schools. As some of you guys have heard, they lit the stadiums up at their 3 high schools to celebrate the class of 2020 this evening from 8 until 8:20. And my wingman and I, Cooper, right there, we just finished up at John Hardin, and we are en route to North Hardin to grab some photos with the drone.
Well, look at you, all fancy.
Nice.
So we were going to play a game called Where's Kenny, but that just kind of got ruined. But
You asked me. Yeah.
Really, the game we're playing is how quick will the tech go out for Kenny?
Yeah. Send the guy with all the tech issues to fly the drone. Good call, guys.
And for the record, Kenny, I'm watching you right now, and you are crystal clear on Facebook Live. So you look choppy to me on my end, but man, you look good there.
Well, don't get used to it.
Kenny, you probably couldn't see the graphic Greg created, but it's your head on Waldo.
Nice. So
I don't know. I guess he's at North Hardin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, Eric, you are absolutely, man, it's magical what you're able to pull out there.
You know.
Oh, yes.
But the good news is I do have a wingman tonight. So Cooper, put yourself on camera. Say hi to the guys.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
So
Cooper.
I was a little concerned. I was a little concerned that, we might be violating some child labor laws, but then you guys adequately reminded me this show makes no money.
What?
It actually makes negative dollars.
Yeah.
It takes time away from my family. So
Yeah, we're taking it out of Cooper's allowance.
No.
Oh, that's cool, Coop, man. Just just slip me a 5 sometime, just whatever.
We get her lined out. Hey, by the way, we do have a technology sponsor. Thank you to our friends at Bluegrass Cellular. Your community expanded, helping us out here. Man, we're getting sponsors all over the place, aren't we, on all of our little projects?
hey, we're doing it.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. I was getting ready to say Kenny must be on a Bluegrass Cellular phone because it's crystal clear out there in Facebook land. So I like it.
That's good stuff. All right. So, Joe, we had show notes that I did review the show layout, but Kenny's kind of throwing it off already. So where do we want to go for now?
Well, it's all right. So here's what I think. So Kenny is going to the high schools right now for Hardin County Schools to get some footage of them lighting up the stadiums because, again, we're in a weird situation. But I thought it would be fun to talk about what we've got going on with Give 270 in Kentucky's Heartland this Saturday because it kind of connects to Hardin County Schools a little bit. So I think, Greg, that's your thing, man. You talk about it.
And it is, and I have a graphic for that as well. This Saturday night is the Sunset Mix. It is a virtual dance party. It's a very special one this week. It is called the Julep Jam, and that'll start this Saturday night, which would have been Derby Day, and it starts at 6:50 p.m., which is the exact time the Kentucky Derby was set to run, and it's going to be a fun event. It's presented by Neil Atcher State Farm Insurance, and the cool thing is Neil is going to be donating $1 for every like, share, and comment that we have on the post on Saturday night. He'll be making a donation to Give 270. So
Nice.
pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are those funds going?
The funds, did Kenny freeze up? Nope, there he is.
I'm here, baby.
The funds are going to be going to going to be going to 4 local charities. One of those being Helping Hand of Hope. Also, we got Warm Blessings. We also have the Hardin County Schools Senior Meals Program. And the 4th is Hardin Memorial Health, their foundation, which is providing meals for our frontline workers. That money will be donated to those frontline workers to enjoy a meal on us. So,
Dang.
DJ James Hummel will be spinning the tunes as always. And I think the deal is if we get up to $750 in donations before we start on Saturday night, James is going in. Well, he's going to go as a lady attending the Derby. So he'll have a Derby dress on and a Derby hat while he does the show.
Can he not do that?
Yeah, that's a $1,500, and I'm hoping he has something that's quick change because I don't want to see that the entire time. But he mentioned that during the event this past Friday night, and I just knew that was going to get traction, and it did. So I think there's already donations coming in on Give 270 to do that. So
that's awesome.
Maybe instead we could like pie him in the face or something from a distance.
Horse apples. We'll hit him with horse apples. That's what we'll do.
Even better.
We've just got to find some horses.
We'll get a potato gun and put apples in it. I got you.
We'll throw coconut pies at him minus the pie.
Yeah.
just coconut.
So that's one thing that's going on. And if your business wants to sponsor as well, you can sponsor just by sending an email to give270.org. Just go to the contact tab and you can submit your information there. We'd love to have you on board. All right. So also coming up, promise this Friday night, this Friday, we will have a brand new episode of Lyrics and Laughs podcast. I know that because I finished it today. So that's a good thing. So we will have one. So for those that have been waiting, it will return. What's Kenny doing? Is he walking now?
I don't know, but it's riveting.
Yeah.
Let's go to a single shot of Kenny here to see what he's doing there.
I haven't listened to anything you all have been saying. It's been watching Kenny the whole time.
Yeah. It's mesmerizing, right? So we're going to take the drone up real quick and get a photo, and then I'm going to try to make it back to the home office and join you guys for the rest of the show.
Okay. So are you saying that to take you off the screen at this point?
It's your show, and clearly we have a rock solid plan. I mean, Joe and Eric wore the same shirt.
Yeah. And we didn't. So
in our defense, we only have 3 shirts. So
true.
And they're all 3 Eric and Joe shirts.
Well, like you said, this costs us a lot of money to do.
All right, so Kenny's going to go fly a drone, and he'll join us here in just a little bit. So, oh man, I got to redo this because I've got Eric on the outside, and I'm not used to that. So I need to put Eric. What helps if I got to have Eric in the center. There we go. Eric's in the center.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I want to talk about a fun little show that you're doing, and I want you to talk about your show, The Basement Show, and last night's episode.
Yeah. So I've been hosting a talk show from a basement because I'm a weirdo, and as I tell everyone, I have a broken brain, and I've got to get the stuff that's in my head out, or I go crazy. So last night we had our friend Aaron Tinker from the Eric and Joe Show. He's also a cosmetologist at In Touch Salon, and he actually walked my son in the beginning through giving me an at-home haircut. It was frightening. It was a lot of trust built last night. Eventually, I had my son stop because I didn't trust him enough, and we brought in Andrea. And honestly, I think she did an okay job. I mean, I don't have a lot to work with, so you know what I'm saying?
Was the center portion, was the sides on the front? What did
she didn't touch the top actually?
So she didn't trim like right above your eyes. That area there is literally that far back.
That's just gone. Yeah, that's just gone.
Okay.
Will, come here for a second. To show you that we only own so many shirts, here's Will's shirt that he's wearing.
Both my kids are sleeping in Troy T. Woods for President shirts right now as well. So,
but we've got another exciting episode of the Basement Show coming up this Thursday. We have Amanda Burris from Type A Style. I'm known as a bit of a fashion icon, so I decided to invite Amanda on, who has a fashion blog, just to talk to her about how I get started on that. So,
you're what?
I'm a bit of a fashion icon, Greg.
Oh God, I heard it
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that was wrong. Hey, let's look at some comments we've got. The excitement is building from Don Skipworth. And then let's see, Don, actually Morgan Castor talks about Mini Kenny. We missed that earlier. Cooper. And then Benjamin Gardner wants to know, did Kenny not know there was a show tonight? So
no, he knew.
He just decided to fly a drone instead. And then Eric, Benjamin Gardner says, Eric looks like he's broadcasting from his garage. No, you're actually in your basement, aren't you?
I am. I'm in my unfinished basement. This wall is half finished.
That's your studio wall, right?
It's kind of how you want things. You tell your builder, could you kind of like half finish the basement? And then they do that. You don't even have to pay too much extra to get that done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's saw me coming.
So don't miss the basement show. Not the one that Eric's putting on, the one that Joe actually puts on. And those episodes come out, what, twice a week, or is it once a week?
We're doing Monday and Thursday this week. We're getting ready to get into a busy season at work, like my real job. So we might go to once a week, just kind of depending on that. So we'll see.
Hence why we haven't had a Lyrics and Laughs podcast in 2 weeks.
Thankfully, things are still, going for us, and we're still working, and very thankful for that. And so that's a good thing.
Yeah. So things that we're also excited about this week. I have not had a chance to watch it, and since Kenny's up flying a drone, it's kind of hard for us to talk about the Last Dance, the Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan documentary. Did either one of you guys watch episode 3 and 4? I'm planning on watching it tonight.
As am I. So don't ruin it, Joe.
I watched it, ready to spoil. So here we go. The Bulls, they won 6 championships. So sorry, spoiler alert. I hate to ruin that for you guys.
Well, I'm not watching it tonight now. Greg, you want to hang out from afar?
Yeah.
We can talk about our feelings.
Are you going to switch walls and go back to the one where we have our Saturday night chats?
I will. That one's the see-through one.
Hey, I think we got Kenny back. Let me see if I can pull Kenny back in here again. Kenny, are you there, or are you frozen in time?
He's there.
You there, guys?
Yep, we can hear you. There you go. So how many people did they have at North Arden there?
Good.
We were tail end. John Harden had a great crowd. We were on the tail end. 8 to 8.
Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick impression of Kenny. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Hey, we'll be right. And this is great.
I guess that's what happens when you're driving down the road with that. Hey, Brian Dennis says that he just got home from Central Hardin's senior salute, and there were hundreds of cars in the parade. So good for them.
That's cool.
So
that's cool.
I know they had a lot of the spring sports were being honored tonight with that. So,
Greg, we got a comment over here from Jay Martin that says, "Look at that cat." Speaking of that, Eric, you did a video this week.
I did. Linda Johnson was very nice to have me on her reading book to kids show. Reading with Miss Linda, I think is the official title.
Story time
with Miss Linda. That's right. She was lucky, or lucky. She was nice enough to have me on there. And I was going to say she was lucky enough to get Cliff. I was unavailable, so Cliff, who loves cats, read the cat Meow, read the book Meow, and it was something. It was something.
Miss Linda was blessed.
Words is hard.
She was so
words is hard, and that's why they had me read. So,
Eric actually read at the grade level he normally reads at, which is a good thing.
Oh,
So
I had to read the
kindergarten
book at least a dozen times so that I didn't mess up during the actual reading. And there was still some stumbling and stammering. So
I don't think people realize the pressure involved with reading books like that. I've done readings at schools with kids and have done that. That's a little more pressure because you don't know when to show them the book, when to be reading, and how long should you show them? Should you go into character and try to act it out? It's a lot to think
yeah,
about.
I didn't even have an audience, and I was literally filming it myself. I had the camera set up on the little tripod thing, so if I messed up, all I had to do was just restart. And funny story, I wish Kenny was on to hear this. So I'm at the office using that, and Kenny comes into the office to get something or whatever, and I yell from afar to Kenny, "Hey, I'm going to film a video in here." He was like, "Okay, cool, man." And literally, as soon as I start, Kenny takes a phone call right outside the studio door and talks at a level 9 through half of it. And I'm going, "Oh man!" So I haven't told him that because he was gone before I got out of there.
That sounds like
but it was really funny. It really made me laugh.
that sounds
by
like
getting
half of the
to
Kentucky's
level
Heartland videos.
Yeah,
Well, and Kenny talking at a level 9, so you just mean Kenny talking.
just Kenny talking.
Always
And
make
it,
it.
it can't be any worse than the time Greg was doing a Kentucky's Heartland. This was back, when we could actually all go into an office and work amongst each other. And he gets in there and starts filming, and I decide I'm going to grind and make coffee, completely oblivious that they're in there doing a live interview. But hey, if you don't have coffee being ground in the background of your interview, you're not living, right?
Well, that's kind of like, I guess, on Seinfeld episodes, there's always a Superman in each one of the episodes. If you listen to Kentucky's Heartland videos before March, most of them you're going to hear something in the background, whether it's Kenny or somebody else in the office or a coffee grinder or the espresso machine itself. You're going to hear something in the background. It's just inevitable. It's going to be there. So it's a part of it. So
Miss Linda actually commented, and I can't read sarcasm, but she wrote, "Lucky me."
Oh man.
It's dripping with sarcasm.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So something else on my notes here, things that we're excited about this week. I don't really know what this means, and I'm excited to hear what Kelly got the clapper to work.
Yes, she did. So
Please explain. Do you need to be in a
yes,
solo screen for this, or
I mean
Yes.
it's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay.
I should have brought it down here. So my wife, we really don't buy each other presents like for birthdays, Christmas, anything like that. If we want something throughout the year, we just kind of tend to budget for it and get it. So she did ask for something for her birthday, and she wanted the clapper, one of those things from back in, I don't know, the 80s, 90s. I don't know when they made these things. You could plug a lamp into it and you could clap, and it would turn your lamp on and off. And the reason she wanted this is because if she's laying in bed at night reading, she gets tired and she doesn't want to have to do this. Click and turn the lamp off, right? So
In her defense, that's exhausting.
that's a good point, especially after an exhausting night of laying there reading. So, so no, so she, I look, I can't find a clapper anywhere. So I actually, we got her, what are those things called? The little smart,
Echo Dots or whatever.
yeah, the Echo Dots. So got one for the kitchen, one for the basement, one for the bedroom. So now all she has to say is, Alexa, turn off my lamp, and it does. So I thought that was very nice. Then Joe has to come in and just one up me, which was very nice of him. He was going through his grandmother's house and found she had a clapper, and it worked, and gave it to us. Joe and I he showed it to me, and I plugged it in, and we tried to get it to work. We're clapping, we look like two morons just trying to get this thing making noises and everything. It's not working. Kelly gets it, is ecstatic, immediately goes, plugs it up to the lamp, and figures it out within 2 minutes, and it works. And it is now plugged in at our house. So if you come over, all you have to do is clap 3 times and the light will come on and off. And she couldn't be happier. So big things happen during quarantine time.
Man, I'm telling you.
The excitement at Clemens' house.
At Clemens' house, man, that is a love palace right there. I'm telling you.
That's right.
I can just feel that love. Oh, all right. Speaking of love, we gotta get into some of the name of the year bracket breakdown, which, by the way, I think is a rip off. I would like a recount because I was killing the game, and then life happened, I think.
Yeah. Should we go ahead and start getting some improv moment suggestions?
Yes. So, and I've got a graphic for that. The Eric and Show improv moment is an opportunity for you to come up with something you want Eric and Joe to act out near the end of the show. So, what was it last week? It was we had a couple of different ones.
I know we had 2 monkeys at the zoo watching the zookeepers. Was it
Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer on a spin bike? Is that what the other one was?
Yes.
All right. So bring your A game. So we need to see that.
So whatever suggestions you have, we will do our best.
Please. So make them good.
I'm terrified.
Kenny, by the way, says whispers. Real funny, guys. He apparently is listening to the show as he's driving. So the name of the year bracket breakdown. What region? Because we're down to the Elite 8, correct?
Yes. This year the voting has gone much faster than it normally does, which I enjoy. I enjoy because I like finding out the results. But there's a part of me that wishes we could drag it on a little longer because I hate that it's going to be gone so quick. It's here and it's gone. But we are down to the Elite 8. We actually filled out brackets, some of us, including Kenny, Eric, Greg, myself, my son Will, and Casey and Nick from our office. And the current standings right now, where we stand after this, is I'm in the lead with 70 points. I've got a possible 88 points left. Greg has 60 points. Greg was killing it in the beginning.
I was rocking.
And then took a devastating loss in the last matchup. His champion lost by less than a percentage point. I mean, just devastating. Greg, how do you feel?
When you told me that early on that the voting was there, I was like, he's going to pull it out in the second half, and it just didn't happen. I think some people got on the bandwagon of the underdog and pulled it through. Which people don't realize these are legitimate names. These are real people's names. These weren't fake names. Somebody asked me, they said, people just submit fake names. I said, no, every one of these names are real people.
Yes. And your champion, who I thought had a good chance, was I don't know how to exactly pronounce the first name, but I'm going to guess Gimada Scrogum or Jimada.
Is that in which region is that in? Is that in the upper right hand side?
I think it's in bottom right. Bottom right.
Okay. Let me pull it.
But he lost to DeCuldist Crawford.
There you go.
In a very close matchup. Eric is actually in third place with 52 points, but he has a possible 64 left. He still has his champion in. And then Nick, rookie, coming in hot, went from the bottom all the way. Now he's in fourth place, but has a possible 88 points. Same as me, possible points. And then Kenny, Casey, and Will are in the bottom part. But just to go over the Elite 8 with you, that who's left. So we've got Math Daniel Squirrel versus Dr. Reason Machete in a hot matchup right now. The voting, Math Daniel Squirrel's up 56% to 44% with 17 hours left in the vote.
Hey, Kenny's back, by the way. There you go, Kenny.
Kenny, come back.
What's up, buddy?
Hey
guys, how's it going? Hey, just one more shout out. And by the way, Eric, that was not a level 9; it was a level 12. I was not right outside the studio. I was in my office.
Oh, could have fooled me, literally.
So, hey, just a quick shout out to my wingman Cooper. Big help tonight. Tell him bye.
Bye.
Good
job, Coop. See you, buddy.
Kenny, we're just discussing name of the year, and we're going over where we're at in the standings right now.
Do we have to talk about it?
Well, we already talked about where you kind of fell off. We're not even mentioning you, honestly.
Okay. Let's be honest, though. I was looking for what was missing in life with, the typical March Madness bracket. This is the same.
It's true. Bracket busted.
There you go.
So in the next region, we have Cocaine Mothershed versus Rod McQuality. And Cocaine Mothershed is up 52.8% to 47.2%.
I'm trying to find that region so I can.
But bottom left, and let me say this: if Cocaine Mothershed, who by the way is my national champion pick, doesn't win this, then America loses. That's all I got to say.
Yep, I'm right there
Cocaine
with you on that
Mothershed.
pick. I'm right there with you on that pick, Eric.
See, I love Cocaine Mothershed, but I'm a sucker for like the simple first name and then the funny last name. So Will, his champion, still in Rod McQuality. I like those kind of names because they catch you off guard a little bit. Dragon Wagon Regional, we've got number 5, Dr. Welcome Bender versus my champion and Nick's champion pick, Cavassier Dingle. And Cavassier Dingle is currently up 66% to 34%. And then finally, in the last region, we have number 1 seed Beanbag America, who I believe is a librarian, versus DeColdis Crawford. And Beanbag America is up 53.2% to 46.8%. All these 17 hours left to vote. So if you want to vote, you still got a chance. Go to Twitter at NOTY Tourney if you want to vote.
Joe, what do you think? Our office has, 4 folks or more that have filled out the bracket, over under offices in America or remote offices in America that have a bracket filled out?
Well, I'm going to say it's more than 3.
Okay.
But there's actually there is a almost 2-hour podcast with the guys behind Name of the Year. It's called the Poscast, and the guys that host the Poscast, one of them is Mike Schur, who wrote on The Office and created Parks and Rec, and he's a huge fan of crazy names. And I've been listening to it this week, and they really break down the names. I wish that we had 2 hours to do that as well. I would love nothing more. But anyways, it's worth a listen.
Well, and a great shout out here from Jay Hobbs in the comment thread. He's, speaking of real names, did you guys see the thing about Tupac Shakur, who had filed for unemployment in Kentucky? The governor dimes him out, says it's slowing down the process because it's a hoax. Nope. Governor Bashir had to call and make an apology to Tupac.
Oh, man. Gotta love that.
We've got a comment over here. Travis Roberts said, did Eric come straight from a Call of Duty game with his headset?
Yeah. If you're not playing Call of Duty during quarantine, then you're not living. Man, I only wish I had time to do that during the day. This thing is fantastic. It doesn't wake the children. You can hear me crystal clear. I can hear you. I could, take this off and just stand outside, and I could hear Kenny from Vine Grove, but that's okay. It's actually why I wear this, because if not, Kenny drowns me out from his house. I live in Glendale, so.
Oh, man.
California, Glendale, California.
California, yeah. And did we lose Greg?
I feel like we lost Greg.
We pushed the buttons on these things, and now we don't have Greg. So I'm looking at the live stream, and you can still see the 3 of us. I'm assuming you can hear us. I don't know. Greg's not here. Oh, yeah. We got subtitles anyway. So
yeah, we're good.
We're if nothing but professionals at this. So
I think Greg's coming back.
Greg's back.
I was here the entire time on screen. You guys couldn't see me, but I turned myself. I don't know what I did. My computer. No, actually, no. I stayed on the screen. I was here the entire time. It's just my monitor, my MacBook froze up, and so I went away. But that's why I took myself off the screen. But I couldn't hear you. But I was still there the entire time.
Yeah.
So
We
The
said
No
nothing
Show,
different.
not sponsored by Mac.
it's one of those moments when you go, okay, it all of a sudden it froze, and I see you guys still talking. I'm going, now what do I do?
Doesn't feel good, does it, Greg?
No, but
Not great.
the sad thing is, you're still there, and I'm going, I can't, it got nothing. I can't even communicate. But anyway.
So I feel like I'm passing the bad tech baton to you.
I'll pass it to Eric.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe that gets it to Joe.
Let's see. Thank
I don't know
you.
how this
You
works.
guys could just pass that to Greg.
I'm gonna,
Hey,
Here you go,
thank
Greg.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
I'll
I
just
got
throw
There
it.
you go. Thanks.
All right. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah. And of
Anyway,
course, it's a little behind on Facebook. So let's just go ahead and nail it.
just watch.
anyone that was seeing that just got dumber. So that's cool.
Lauren, thank you. Andrea did do a good job on my hair. She really did. She didn't have a lot to work with, but I felt like she did all right.
Hey, by the way, Jay Hobbs said, speaking of real names, did you see the thing about Tupac Shakur that filed for employment in Kentucky?
No, Greg.
What? Yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, what happened, Greg?
Oh gosh, I guarantee you that's Hey, see you guys next week. I mean, actually it was very peaceful. I could see your lips moving, but I heard nothing. One of the most peaceful thing okay, anyway. All right, so are we moving on past the whole bracket thing now? Are we good with that?
I think so. Basically, all right, let's get your picks real quick. Obviously, Eric and I are going to pick our champions, but with who's left, Greg, Kenny, what do you think? Who's winning? Math Daniel Squirrel, Dr. Reason Machete, Cocaine Mothershed, Rod McQuality, Dr. Welcome Bender, Cavassier Dingle, Beanbag America, the Coldest Crawford. Greg, what do you think?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Beanbag America because I didn't realize that she's a librarian in Maryland. Is that the deal?
He is a librarian.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just wasn't able to pick that up.
Beanbag is obviously masculine.
Okay, yeah, I feel dumb now.
Kenny, what do you think?
I'm going to stick with my original championship pick. It's Cocaine Mothershed. I can only hope that we had a little bit of a tech glitch a moment ago when you stated that you love Cocaine Mothershed. I just hope we lost the last name there.
Wow.
Hey, give me about 30 minutes and we can lose that last name.
I mean, obviously, we're going to pick our national champions, but I would love to be able to get the Elite Eight to take a college course. I would be willing to pay for one of their classes if we could get them all to enroll in the same class, just so we could be flies on the wall to hear roll call the first day.
Oh gosh! As somebody
that would be fantastic.
As somebody that just wrapped up an event reading 168 names last night, and emceeing beauty pageants, that's your worst nightmare. When you get a set of names like that together, you're like, oh,
it would be great.
Well, I'm rooting for Cavassier Dingle, but again, we're all winners, guys. The name of the year. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for naming people weird things. I just am so grateful.
Yeah,
and
they're definitely there. All right, so are we going to move on to what are we going to go to now? Because Kenny missed his opportunity to talk about the Jordan documentary. Did you watch it, by the way? Did you watch
absolutely.
it?
Yeah. Absolutely. I watched it, and then I watched SportsCenter's coverage of it, which is, I think, a testament to just how weird our world is right now. Like, Van Pelt's got nothing else to cover, so 2 hours of documentary content goes off the air, and they're recapping it and interviewing people that were involved, and it's like another episode, like right after that. But definitely plugged in, loving it, can't wait for more.
Yeah, Kenny, I already spoiled. They hadn't watched episodes 3 and 4 yet, and I spoiled it and said Bulls won 6 championships. They didn't know.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Jordan's the greatest. So,
Yeah.
All right,
you
so
didn't tell him about
game.
the last second shot against the Jazz, though, right?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, don't bring that up. Don't
We'll
miss
never
that.
see that coming.
Yeah.
We should remind people to do their improv moment. If you've got suggestions for our improv moment tonight, let us know before we play this game.
J.R. Caster, Morgan has said that he's bringing it here. Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant from WrestleMania 3.
Oh dang!
Hey, speaking of JR, so I got a message from him while we were talking about the Julep Jam for this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, was inquiring about sponsorship opportunities. So anybody else out there, if you're interested in sponsoring this weekend's event that's going to raise money for 4 really worthwhile causes here in the community, hit us up in the comments. Shoot us a direct message on the Eric and Joe Show or Kentucky's Heartland, or go to give270.org, fill out the contact form. We're going to have details about sponsorships available tomorrow, maybe.
Hope you're not asking me.
Yeah.
I sent something to you all, right?
Oh, okay. Very cool. So we'll be getting that out, but some opportunities. Man, that was riveting, right? For everybody to be a part of that conversation.
And that's how you plan a fundraiser.
Yep. So, but hey, sponsorship opportunities, and we're building the plane as we fly it, because that's the fun of quarantine. But we're going to do some good for the community this weekend. And if there are businesses out there that would be interested in including their name with that opportunity, let us know and we'll get you some details.
Yeah, love to have them on board. That's for sure. So again, Saturday night, I'll pull the graphic up one more time. Saturday night, it is the Saturday Night Sunset Mix Special Julep Jam Virtual Dance Party with DJ James Hummel. It is presented by Neil Atcher State Farm Insurance. Starts at 6:50 p.m., which would be the exact time the Kentucky Derby was supposed to go to post, but instead we'll crank out some tunes, have some good times, and raise some money for local charities. So just tune in, be a part of all the fun. So we got a game. Joe, did we still gonna play the game? Okay.
Let's play the game.
Okay.
We're gonna play Heads Up tonight.
Okay.
So I think let's do. I think the way to do this would be to have 2 people on a team.
Please don't put me with Eric.
Yeah, Greg and Eric, and me and Kenny. Let's do, if you've never played Heads Up, Ellen DeGeneres, I think it's from her, but it's on your phone, and the person that is guessing will not be able to see what's on the phone. The other person has to try to get them to guess what is on the phone. So, Kenny, how about you and I go first?
Okay.
And
so are you all just not going to look at your screens then?
Yeah.
You'll be holding the phone but seeing your own screen? How are we going to do that?
I'm tiny.
Tiny. So I've got, all right. Joe and Kenny, you have the screen.
Is Kenny, you are tiny, so is Kenny going to be able to read what's on your screen?
Well, no, he's not. Okay. He's good on my screen.
How about we all play Icons, Legends, and Stars?
Hey,
so we don't hold the phone like this and the other person guesses.
No, that's how we have to do it.
That's what I thought.
But okay. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not a cheater.
No, we for sure rehearsed this, so that's cool.
Hey, you guys want to hear something cool?
Sure.
Just consistent. We should have done that a long time ago. What's this game called again? Heads Up. The app keeps crashing on my phone.
Well, how about this? I'll have it on my phone, and okay. you tell me the answer, or get me to guess the answers.
All right, very good. So I've got to try to see this on your phone.
Yep. All right. I'm going to hit play.
And how do I do this? Just by saying words?
Yep.
Okay. Anything except what's on the screen, I assume.
All right. I'm placing this on my forehead. I'm not going to look at my screen because I'm not a cheater. That's real. I don't cheat. Okay. Go ahead, Kenny.
All right. It's counting down to 1, Passenger 57.
Passenger Wesley Snipes.
There you go. Oh, do I get another one now? Oh, okay. Let's see. Pass. Charlie's Angels. Asian.
Farrah Fawcett.
What?
Lucy Liu.
There you go. This is a terrible category because I don't know celebrities. Pass. Pass.
Crap, Kenny.
Oh my gosh, pass.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh, please pass.
Yeah, pass. Who? Yeah. Gosh, the Ten Commandments.
Moses. Charlton Heston.
Go ahead. Played by
Charlton Heston.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Time's up.
So.
Don't worry, I counted. You got one.
No, we got two.
Oh, sorry.
Susan Sarandon? Tim Robbins? You don't know those people?
Dude.
Laurence Olivier? I don't think that's Ten Commandments. That's Charlton Heston. I was right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who is that guy then?
Laurence Olivier is a famous actor.
Not
Greg,
clearly not that famous.
Greg, if you do as good as Kenny, I won't belittle you and berate you on this. So
I appreciate.
I got your back, buddy.
All right, so we're up, and then.
Do you want to go first, or would you like for me to go?
You
first?
go first because I'm going to try to still work these buttons over here. It's worked
All
as
right.
bad as I've done so far.
I'm gonna do Animals Gone Wild.
Oh, okay. So just pick whatever category you want. It's fine.
Oh, well, okay. What am I supposed to be doing? I wouldn't listen to that part. Icons, legends, and stars.
Yes.
Yeah, they're using those terms real loosely.
Okay. Turn on instant replays. Swipe
No,
up
don't do
without
that.
instant replays.
Don't do that.
I swiped up and that closed it. Place on forehead. All right. Can you see this?
Yes.
All right. Is it doing anything?
Yeah. Pass. Oh my gosh. I can barely see it. Pass. Now it's really freaking crazy.
You're giving yourself points.
So what? Whose game is it? It said correct. You got to push back down again. Oh, this game sucks. The Crown. Netflix The Crown is about her. In England.
Oh, Queen Elizabeth?
There you go. Yes. They like to roll. You got and there's stones involved.
What?
Good God, pass. Oh, seriously? I didn't get to do
Time's
that
up.
one?
Kenny and I won.
That is outstanding.
That's horrible, dude.
Kenny and I won.
I really
It's
like
Richard.
the way Greg was sidestepping just saying the Rolling Stone.
I know.
I don't know. I'm stressed over here. I guess the Rolling Stones I could say.
I'm going to stick to my word and not tell you how terrible you did.
Thanks. That was bad. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna quit this show. I'm going back to bacon in your mailbox. That show's more fun. Jana's nicer to me than that.
Oh, well, congratulations, Kenny. We won tonight's game.
Thank goodness, because the app continues to crash.
Oh,
The world.
well, I want to turn, and Kenny could just go twice because maybe that would help me.
How about you and Kenny? Yeah, you and Kenny go. And let's
Me
see
and
how you
Kenny?
two do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see how
And then you
guys
and
do.
Joe can go.
You pick the category. You pick
Oh.
the category.
I'm gonna
And
do
by
horrible
you-
like this.
You meant
Eric.
Eric. Okay.
All right. Pronouns.
Okay. Oh, well, I think we're going to do Animals Gone Wild.
All right.
So I guess Kenny's guessing, or Kenny's giving the clues.
Yeah,
right?
I got to give the clues because
All right.
no dice
Here
on
we go.
that.
All right. I'm going to pretend that's on my forehead. Can you see it?
Yep. Okay, let's see. Nope. Okay. Used to be in St. Louis, now in Los Angeles.
The Rams.
There you go. Underwater. Not sure if it's actually living or not. You'd scuba dive around it and explore the.
Oh, coral.
There you go. Ashley got stung by one in Honduras.
Jellyfish.
Nope.
Oh no, scorpion.
There you go.
Scorpion. Sorry.
This is the animal that would have been designed by a committee because it's got a bill but a beaver's tail. It's all messed up.
A platypus.
There you go. Some people for some reason have these like as pets. They're
Cats?
No, they're kind of like a squirrel. They're a rodent, I think.
Hamster?
No,
Rat.
long, slender, bushy tail.
Oh, a ferret.
Time's up.
Time's up.
Squirrel. I got it.
All right.
All right, so we got 100.
Yeah.
What did we get? Did we get 4 or did we get 5? Or did we get 6?
That means you must have got 5.
Yeah, I think 5.
Hey, Chris
Right,
Kiger says he is watching now and that we can be funny now if we want.
That's a lot of pressure.
All right, so
No,
part of
thanks, Chris.
our improv tonight will be Chris Kiger punching himself in the face.
All right, Greg, are you ready?
I'm ready. So,
Okay.
So you're going to go on your forehead?
Animals Gone Wild. Yeah.
All right, Animals Gone Wild. Okay.
Crazy animals.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
In the movie Caddyshack, this is what they're after.
Gopher.
Yes.
Woodchuck.
You got it. We'll Gopher. You're good. They turn into frogs. They turn into
Tadpoles.
frogs. There you go. Yes. Dodge has a car that's after this venomous
Dodge
thing.
Ram.
No, venomous
Viper.
thing.
Viper.
Yes,
Viper.
you got it. Yes.
Viper.
Yes. It is a horse thing with it's
Pegasus.
magical, mysterious. Looks like a rhinoceros's baby.
Unicorn.
You know. Yes.
Unicorn.
Yes. There's a commercial about it where it's playing Pictionary right now, and it's real slow.
Oh,
that stinks.
Time's up.
Yeah. So
We got 4.
So
We got 4.
We
Kenny's the weak link. I don't know.
whoa!
I mean, Greg. Sorry, look, I did it again. It's my dementia.
Okay. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
All
That was
right.
riveting.
So
Improv moment, and then let's get out of here.
Yeah, improv moment. So Jay Hobbs's suggestion was Donald Trump and Dr. Fossey doing a cooking show.
Okay, I like that.
I love it.
Not
which
Dr.
one-
Fossey.
Who's Fauci? Who's Trump?
I'll be Fauci.
Oh, so we're gonna do that. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, let me get you
Can
guys.
Greg and Kenny talk for a second so I can try to get the voice in my head?
Yes.
Okay.
So just a reminder again that the Sunset Mix is coming up on Saturday nights, 6:50 p.m. And you can, if you want to sponsor it, we'd love to have you on board, just like our great friend Neil Atcher at State Farm Insurance. And also make sure that you spend your Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 9 with me with a show that is actually, I think it's great. Bacon in Your Mailbox. Jana and I do that. It's Jana Clark. And it's about a 30-ish minute show. And we'd love to have you be a part of that. You got it figured out?
I think so.
Oh, hold on. We've got to go back to the comments. Big shout out to Chris Kiger for making the show interesting tonight. So he said that there's a competition called ferret legging. It's where you wear a pair of pants tying off the legs, then you drop a ferret down your pants and see how long you can keep the ferret in your pants. I think you guys, and I think by guys, he means Eric and Joe, should try this sometime.
Interesting.
No.
No.
I mean, like, it's great. We've made it 3 episodes, and now they're planning themselves.
Ferret legging.
That's something.
Yes. Speaking of something, this is going to be something. So it's a split screen now. It is the Eric and Joe Show improv moment.
Me or you, Eric?
It doesn't matter. This is going to be terrible.
All right, I'll go first.
Well, are we co-hosting this thing? Is this how we're doing it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying who's starting.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Have at it.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Dr. Fauci here. We're going to do a cooking show for you. Donald, you are not wearing gloves right now. We need you to be wearing gloves, Donald.
Do you see? He's also Australian, apparently. This is going to be incredible. This is going to be the best cooking show you've ever seen. It's going to be the absolute best. I got my doc here with me. He knows everything about healthcare, smartest man in the world. You're supposed to pick your nose, and you're supposed to knead the dough at the same time. Am I right, Doc?
Donald, no, Donald, we are going to need you to use your gloves. And I want to say this about, we did have trouble finding Donald the right size of gloves. He does have very tiny hands, and we didn't realize that. We're doing our best to find the right size kids gloves for.
I have perfect hands. They're the most perfect hands of perfect hands. And they're just the right size. They're not too small. Everyone has said they're perfect size hands.
Okay, Donald, if you want to go ahead and knead the dough right now, can you knead the dough?
I'm kneading the dough. Lots of dough needs me. Lots of dough needs me to knead it. And I am probably the best at kneading the dough. So I'm going to knead the dough, and I'm going to make the dough kneaded and feel welcomed and everyone I love.
Donald, I'm going to need you right now to put down the disinfectant. We are not injecting that into the dough. That is not what we're doing right now. We're not going to disinfect the dough.
A doctor friend of mine said I should disinfect the dough, and the quickest way to disinfect it is to inject the infections out of it from the infected dough with the hand sanitizer, and I'm going to drink a gallon of it when I get home tonight instead of my tea.
Also, Donald, Mr. Trump, President Trump, please, the UV lights. It's bright enough in here. We don't need any more. The dough will not need it. The dough will rise with the yeast, okay?
The dough will rise when I tell it to rise, because that's how dough rises. And my heat lamps, I'm not orange because it's my natural color. It's because of my heat lamps, and they do fantastic things, the best heat lamps in the world.
Also, Donald, we cannot put the dough in the oven yet because it is not ready. It is not to the right temperature. We cannot be opening the door to the oven yet. It is not ready to be opened.
I think it's ready to be opened, and I think I'm right about this. And I would like for you to come here and give me a hug and shake my hand and lick my cheek, because this is all a hoax. We should not be doing this, and we should definitely be cooking right now. The dough will rise. It will be the best bread we've ever made.
Okay, Donald, I've got to go. I know you're going to fire me at any moment, but I'm out of here. Good luck with the bread. Good night, everyone. Please stay safe and stay in your homes, everyone. Good night.
We'll be mailing bread to everyone's house in 2 to 9 weeks.
Also, Donald, please don't sign the bread. You sign the check, don't sign the bread. And scene.
Well, if that didn't lose viewers, I don't know where we're at. So.
Oh man, there's I sensed a little commentary in there. I'm not sure.
Crap.
Oh.
Well,
we did it.
that was something.
Oh, that
Was that
great.
a show?
I think that was a show.
Okay.
I think that.
So if we get $750 in donations ahead of Saturday, what happens again, Greg?
Our friend DJ James Humble will be wearing his best derby dress and derby hat during the Julep Jam Saturday night.
So maybe I should tell them how they can help us out with that.
That would be great. How about you do that?
We're going to send them to give270.org. There's a button on the homepage that says donate. If you click that, fill out your donation. That's going to go to Hardin County Schools' effort to feed seniors in our area through the COVID crisis. So you can donate there. And if we hit the 750 mark between now and Saturday's show, you'll get to see James in his derby best. And we're going to raise a little money that evening as well. So more details to come. If you're interested in sponsoring, give us a shout out. Let us know, and let's take care of our community.
Yep, and again, our friends at Helping Hand of Hope will be getting some assistance, warm blessings, and also Hardin Memorial Foundation, where they are doing they're actually feeding our frontline workers and taking care of them. So that's cool stuff. So great times there. So Mondays and Thursdays, your opportunity to see the Basement Show with Joe, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays you get Bacon in Your Mailbox with me. Not really sure what Eric ever does, but whatever he does, I'm sure it's important.
You can catch him on Twitch.
I have a job.
That is funny. I have a job. That's great. Funniest thing you said all night. Friday night, or actually Friday, brand new Lyrics and Laughs podcast will be coming out. Finally, we'll have one for you there. So be ready for it. All right, say goodnight, guys.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Till next week.
That's Eric Clemens. There's Joe Bennett. There is Kenny Rambo. I'm Greg Milby. And this has been the No Show Show. Thank you so much for watching.
Love you, Greg.